We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
What's a good YouTube? It's your boy Jakari from Twisted Nightmare Gaming and Ellen in the Little Nightmare Network, and I'm back at you with another deck profile. Well, if you saw it, then you realize what deck I'm doing here. Vampires, not the Exceed spam version of vampires. That one's actually worse. This is just vampires mixed with zombie good stuff with random what do you call it, pyramid schemes, haha. But anyways, so I haven't done a vampire deck profile in years. In fact, even that vampire deck wasn't even this. It was a few vampire cards and a shit ton of generic zombies. This is about half and half if you really think about it. Maybe a little less. Yeah, no, it's about 60-40. And that's just because I didn't want to play everything at 3. What I will do is, on the fly editing, I am going to max out on him. So yeah, it's just generic vampire / zombies. 2 ghost, the vampire card that literally does everything for the deck, gets the entire thing started. 2 retainer. It adds, if it's special, add a vampire spell or trap, pay 500 life as cost. Familiar, adds a monster. But when they leave the field, they get banished. But once they do what they need to do, you're kind of not really caring. I'm going to be honest with you. This deck does tend to want to work better when, surprise, surprise, it's a link deck. This version plays a lot more links, but this is a Genesys deck, so ain't no links, so when they leave, they get banished. But we have ways of bringing them back. 1 for our line. When your opponent, when a monster declares its attack, special summon it. If it's one of your monsters or one of theirs, if you have a monster in the field and it's declaring attack against said monster, you can pay life to boost that monster's attack by multiples of 100, max to 3k. Void, I'm gonna be real with you. He kind of ass. He kind of ass. Because you have to normal summon him. You could make a Morganite deck around him. That would be kind of funny. Actually, that would be downright hilarious. I might actually do something centering around this ugly bastard. But if you normal summon him, he can target 2 monsters in your opponent, up to 2 monsters in your opponent's grave, special summon them. But in defense, but their effects are negated. Blah blah blah. Nobody cares. You're gonna use those monsters for an Exceed summon realistically, anyways. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't play zombie vampire because it was either I go zombie vampire or I go chaos rule of the chaotic magical dragon. Either way, we're milling here. Yeah, so I went the route of chaos rule. I'll tell you that right now. Both of them are 50-point hits either way. and this deck is exactly 100 points, you'll realize why very quickly. If you saw the initial deck itself, just for the main deck, 20 points are gone on 2 cards. You know exactly what they are. But the other 80 are literally in the extra deck. One Shang-Chi. It's Shang-Chi. It's a foolish every turn. If it's in the grave, you can banish a zombie specialist. Or if it's banished, you can you can banish a zombie from your grave specialist, but then when it leaves the field, it gets shuffled back into the deck. We'll put it back to the bottom. My fault. Doom King. It's the main deck boss monster of every fucking zombie deck, dog. And this whole deck is zombies. The whole main deck is nothing but zombies. Let's be real. Devouring Sarcophagus. Again, it's funny. It's funny, okay? I'm gonna snatch your monster once because you killed it, and then I'm gonna snatch it again because he's in the grave. 2 Banshee, meaning that I'm playing Zombie Worlds. 3 Mizukis. You watch me edit that into having extras. 2 Pyramid Turtles, because I believe almost everything in this deck can be summoned off of Pyramid Turtle. Almost, if I'm not mistaken, almost literally every monster in this extra deck, in this main deck, except for Volvoid. I believe 2K. Baladrox 2K. Shang-Chi, I believe, is 0. So yeah, you can literally summon everything but Vampire Volvoid off of Pyramid Turtle. That's why I put it in here. Plague and Mauler. 1 Glow Bloom. 3 Unizombie. Dump level modulation. Same reason why I put him in my zombie deck. Why he's in almost everybody's zombie deck. Now, if I decide to do my Akashi, I don't know if I'm gonna put him in there because he's not necessarily needed. 3 Domain, pay 5. You get an additional normal on top of your regular one. Of a vampire monster specifically. Even if this leaves the field. So if you paid the 5, if somebody's playing Ghost Ogre, they ogre it, you still get the extra vampire normal. And every time you do damage with a vampire, you gain that much life. No matter how much it was. 3 Desire, which realistically could be got down to 2. Target a monster you control, send a vampire monster from your deck to the grave with a different level, and if you do, the targeted monster becomes that level till the end of the turn. Or you can target a vampire monster in your grave, send 1 monster you control to the grave, and if you do, special summon that targeted monster. Again, hard OPT. You can only activate 1 of the 2 effects. You can only activate 1 of this card. 2 Book of Life. I'ma summon a zombie. I'ma banish something from your grave. Delta. I'ma be real. Delta's in here to dump Baladrop. It's probably the most cuttable card in here because I was contemplating throwing a single solitary Eldritch and I was just like, oh, we're at like 24 fucking monsters. I'll pass. 2 Zombie Worlds. 1 Zombie Necronize. I thought about playing this over some other cards, like this as an extra card in the deck over something else, but like if I take out the if I take out the Delta, then I play this at 2. This is just a snatch. It's a change of heart. There's 20 points right here. And then the burial's from a different dimension. Vampire Domination is literally their version of Infernity Barrier. The difference is you have to control a vampire, specifically a vampire monster. And if it was a monster that you negated with this card, you gain the life equal to that monster's attack. It is a hard act once per turn on the activation of this card. Awakening is another cuttable card, but it's in here because you can summon some of the vampires off of it. If you need to make a push to go into another exceed, or if you need an extra little low level monster to go, vampire to go into a synchro, there you go. It's right there. All right. So for the extra deck, let's go back here. Is that 16 or 15? No, it's 15. Okay. So one zombie dragon lord, one skeletal dragon Felgran, one immortal dragon, one chaos ruler. So now you're at 70 points. One chaos angel. Now you're at 90 points. Typhon is the other 10. So now you've maxed out. One Drago Necro, one Duke of Demise, one Garua, one Ching Ying, one Berserker, one Starving Venom, one Cupid Pitch, one Bram. And I'm gonna be real with you. You're only going into Bram on a turn that you know you're not attacked, that then you're summoning something big from their graveyard back. But be honest with you, Bram is just in here because he's a level 5. He's a rank 5 zombie. And you do play enough rank 5s, level 5s to get into him. If you want to substitute him out, insert any generic rank 5. You could, in all actuality, take out the Typhon or the Chaos Angel and play Ripper. Just a thought. One Divine Dragon Knight Felgran, and that's it for the deck. No side. I don't make a side deck. I'm not playing hand traps. This is Vampire. This is Vampire with zombies. It's zombie good stuff and a modest vampire contingent. If you want to change things around, take the Shang-Chi out, take the Devouring Sarcophagus out. If you want to switch out the Chaos Ruler for Zombie Vampire, do that. That works. You're still going to eat the 50 points either way. Again, the Typhon is just in here because it was 10 points and it cleared the last 10 points that I wanted to use. So, if you want to reduce the Mizukis, you can reduce the Mizukis down. I wouldn't go lower than 2. You can take out the Pyramid Turtles if you want. Substitutions for a lot of these, you can play Eldritch in here. You have enough spells and traps that you can just set and just Eldritch Graveyard affect him back. And then at that point, you can change the extra deck up to play his fusions. But you're not playing really any of the other Eldritch cards in this deck because this deck doesn't really want to play them. Most cuttable card is the Delta in the main, the Awakening, and then one of each of the domain and the desires. And that's put you right at 40. But folks, let me know what you think. Let me know how you'd improve it. This has been your boy Jakari from Twisted Nightmare Gaming and Ellen and the Little Nightmare Network. Catch you guys on the next video.